Hi, my name's Emma and I run The Dating Mermaid. In this video, I just want to talk about why people tolerate mixed signals, and later on I'm going to be looking at the 6 reasons why people tolerate this situation. But first of all, let's look at what mixed signals or mixed messages actually are. They are when a person shows signs of interest in someone on some occasions but not others. They essentially behave in a hot and cold fashion. They start with hot, then move to cold, then move back and forth to hot and cold. Here are some examples of mixed signals situations. Number 1, when a man says that he finds you attractive and wants to date you, that's hot behaviour, but doesn't actually ask you out on a date, so that's cold behaviour. Number 2, he says that he wants to go on another date with you, so you've obviously gone on at least one date, and he says he's going to call you, that's hot behaviour. However, he doesn't actually call you, even though he said he would, that's cold behaviour. However, a few weeks later, he might be contacting you, asking to rekindle the dating experience, and therefore he's behaving in a hot manner. Number 3, a man flirts with you, that's hot behaviour, because flirting is a mating ritual. It's a way that people can communicate to other people that they're attracted to them, but they don't actually have to verbalise it. It's almost like a safe way of letting someone know that you're interested, so flirting is a mating ritual. However, he doesn't actually ask you out on a date. Therefore, that's cold behaviour, because obviously asking someone out on a date indicates that you're interested. If you don't ask someone out on a date, then it indicates you're not interested enough to bother. And number 4, slightly different scenario. A man dates you for weeks or sometimes months. He acts like a boyfriend, so it's obviously hot behaviour, is indicating he's interested because he's spending time with you and acting like an actual boyfriend, but puts cold water on the situation when he says that he doesn't want a relationship, even though he's behaving as if he's in one. So you can see here why these 4 different scenarios are quite confusing, because there's a combination of hot and cold behaviour in each. Now, this hot behaviour and cold behaviour can influence your happiness levels. So obviously when someone's behaving in a hot and interested fashion, you will experience positive emotions, and these can be quite addictive. You feel wanted, you feel excited, and you feel attractive. Everyone wants to feel that. Whereas when someone behaves in a cold and disinterested fashion, you experience negative emotions. You feel rejected, you feel confused, you feel disconnected. No one really likes to feel that. And unfortunately in this situation you go between hot and cold. So you go between feeling positive emotions and negative emotions. Women often say that this behaviour is confusing to them. They say they don't know if he's interested or not because of his hot and cold behaviour. Now, this is understandable, because a man in this situation is essentially giving a woman 2 conflicting messages through his behaviour. And we pay attention to people's behaviour often and their words to work out whether they're interested or not. So his hot behaviour is indicating he's interested, and his cold behaviour is indicating that he's not. So let's be crystal clear, mixed signals equal mixed interest. Somebody who's behaving in a mixed message fashion is not fully interested, because if someone's fully interested, their behaviour reflects that. They are constantly making an effort. They don't make an effort one minute and not the next. So let's have a little look at why people generally tolerate mixed signals. Now I do want to make the point that it's not just women that experience mixed signals from men. Men also experience mixed signals from women. This is not a gender thing. Both sexes are guilty of giving mixed signals to the other. Anyway, moving back to my original point, why do people tolerate mixed signals? And it's because all human beings seek pleasure and avoid pain. That is a basic psychological rule of life. And the 6 reasons why people tolerate mixed signals fits into that. So number 1, people who are on the receiving end of mixed signals, they like the benefits of the hot behaviour and they don't want to give them up. And I've already looked back at the positive emotions that people experience as a result of hot behaviour. They feel wanted, they feel attractive, they feel excited. These behaviours or these emotions are addictive, and everybody wants to feel them. Number 2, what they then do is they focus on the hot behaviour rather than the cold behaviour. So their perception will influence how they feel and how they behave and the decisions that they make. Number 3, they often minimise or justify the cold behaviour. They'll be saying stuff like, oh, he's busy, or he's just come out of a relationship. They'll give some reason, normally a temporary reason, a reason that can change, of why they're behaving in a cold fashion. Number 4, they keep telling themselves that one day it will be better. And this ties in to point number 3. Point number 3, they're trying to minimise the cold behaviour by basically giving a situational explanation for the cold behaviour. Oh, they're behaving in a cold fashion because they're busy at work. So therefore, if they are not busy at work, they could become hot. Or also, they've just come out of a relationship. So the person who's receiving mixed signals are basically telling themselves one day they will be hot. It's they're only cold at the moment in this situation because they've just broken up with somebody. But number 4, they keep telling themselves that one day it will be better. This is probably one of the worst things that people can tell themselves. And I see many people, men and women, giving up weeks, months and years of their lives because they believe that one day the person they're dating or the person they're with will become better at some point. They will be more interested at some point and the relationship will improve at some point. Number 5, they think this type of relationship is normal. Unfortunately, there are some people in the world that have had such bad experiences when they're younger that they think that the only types of people that will be interested in them are people that are interested sometimes but disinterested on others. They haven't experienced it before where somebody has been fully interested in them. People in this situation need to use faith. I don't mean in a religious manner. I just believe in almost like a spiritual one of they need to have faith in the future and they need to have faith in themselves that one day at least one individual, if not many, will come along that will be fully interested in them. Number 6, they think this is the best person they can get. And this is normally because of self-esteem issues. They don't believe they can get anyone better because of who they are, or they believe they've got limited options because of where they live. So they might live in an area where there's not that many single people available. So again, what they're doing here is they're essentially settling. They're thinking, I don't have that many options. This will do for now. And then what they do is they tell themselves, look at number 4, that one day it will be better. And that's the reason why. Let me be clear. Mixed signals are a clear sign that a man is not interested enough in a woman to be a good partner for her. There's no two ways about it. He is not fully interested, and it's unlikely that he'll become fully interested because we teach people how to treat us. If a man is giving a woman mixed signals and she is tolerating it and she's still giving him the benefits of knowing her, like responding to his text messages, giving him an ego boost, giving him companionship, giving him money or sex, she is essentially rewarding his choices. She's rewarding his mixed signals. So it's unlikely that he is going to change his behaviour. The only person that can stop this is the person that is receiving the mixed signals. So moving on, finally, it is a clear signal that a man likes the benefits of being with this woman, but he doesn't want to fully commit. Now, I'm really hoping that you're not in this situation because this type of situation can be very painful. One minute you feel elated, you feel excited, you feel wanted. The next you feel rejected and unwanted and unattractive. It's a really uncomfortable situation to be in, and I hope that you're not in this situation. But if you are, start looking at the behaviour. Focus on the cold behaviour. How do you feel when you're experiencing this cold behaviour? And think about whether you're going to end this relationship. Because, as I said a minute ago, you're the only one that will. An individual giving mixed signals is not going to end this relationship because they don't benefit from ending the relationship. They're basically getting loads of benefits but without making any effort. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found some benefit from it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box below. If you'd like more snippets of information on dating, relationships or breakups, you may want to check out my toolkits. Alternatively, you may want to grab a copy of one or both of my freebies that I've got available at the moment. You can get a copy of How to Avoid Making the 3 Most Painful Dating Mistakes. Or alternatively, you can get a copy of the Mini Dating Toolkit. As I said a minute ago, both free. All you've got to do to get an ebook or look at my toolkit is pop over to my website, thedatingmermaid.com. Thanks for listening. Bye now.